So in the previous class we have discussed about alert, prompt and confirm type pop-up windows in Selenium, how to handle them through Selenium we discussed. So in this class we will try to understand how to handle pop-up windows first, then we will continue with the rest of the APIs what we have in Selenium RC. Okay. As I explained earlier, in this page I have my pop-up window link. So if I click open a pop-up window, it will open a pop-up window for me. So we are using link identifier here, link equal to, and we need to provide the text, right, same text. So I am giving open a pop-up window, the text here. So it will open that page and will click on that link.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to start RC servers. Okay, we are starting this. Why is it taking so much time? Okay, it's taking more than 600 seconds. 50 seconds to go. Let me try one more time. Hello?
No.
Let me try this program once again because I switched the network actually. My So I'm opening this page through Java through Selenium and I'm clicking on the link. So I've opened the pop-up window, right?
Yes.
So first we need to learn. So to close the window, you need to switch from the main window to this pop-up window.
Okay.
Okay, we can switch from one window to other window based on the titles. Okay, I explained you right. What does that mean by title?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the title for this page. How to handle pop-up in Selenium example. Learn Java and Selenium. This is the title for the main window. And the second and the pop-up window's title is HTML help. Okay.
Okay.
So first we'll see how to get the window titles. How to get all the window titles which are open. So Selenium is providing an API named get on window titles. So I'm getting both the titles, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how to handle pop-up in and HTML help. These are the titles. Then how could I know which is my main window? I can get it through this. So my main window title I can get through selenium.getTitle, right? We have already discussed about this API. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is my current title. Okay. So how can I switch to the open pop-up window? I I have already in this title, right? So I will get the title which is not equal to my get title.
Okay.
Okay. You are getting that what I am trying to say?
Yes.
You are in this window, so no need to switch to the same window again. So exclude this title and go to the next title. So the what is the next title? HTML help, right?
Yes. Yes.
So the next title is you can switch between windows using select window API, and you can pass the title of the window where you want to switch. Okay, now I switch to that window. How can you confirm that whether you switch to that window or not? You need to again call selenium.getTitle. Now it should return the pop-up window title. It returned right HTML help.
Yes.
That means you switch it to that window. Now you need to call to close the main window. What we are calling? We are calling selenium.close, right?
Close. Yes.
So now if you call selenium.close, it will close pop-up window instead of the main window because you switch it to the pop-up window, right?
Yes.
Yeah, now switch it to the pop-up window. Now it closes the pop-up window because now the control is on pop-up window, right? That means selenium.close will close the pop-up window instead of the main window. So how can you switch back to that? How can you switch back to main window? So to switch back to main window, again you need to call select window API.
Okay.
Select window API and you should pass the title. Title of the main window. What is the title of the main window? This is the title of the main window, right?
Yes.
So again you need to pass the main window title. So
Okay.
we will test whether it is switched or not. So how can we test? We will call again get title again. So the same title came, right? That means
Yes.
you switch it to the main window. Now if we call selenium.close, it will close my main window.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, without doing close, you can do whatever operations you want to perform. Okay, so
Okay.
the main problem with pop-up windows is if you open a pop-up window, you can't continue with your work. So you should close it, and again you need to switch back to your main window, and you can continue with your work. For suppose I want to set something in my main window. Okay, So I can do like this. I will get the ID of my search box. So whose name equal to Q. So I can do selenium dot type equal to name equal to Q and my text equal to Java. So I'm able to enter Java here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like that. So if you have pop-up window, you can't do any operation on top of main window. So you should close it first and you can continue with your test case or your program execution. Okay. So to close the pop-up window, what you're supposed to do, you need to get the title of the pop-up window using select window API. So how can you get the title of the pop-up window? You will call get all window titles. Okay. Exclude the title or exclude the current window title, that means main window title, and switch to the next title. That
Okay.
will
Yeah.
move you to your pop-up window. Which API you will use to switch, you will call selenium.select window.
Yeah.
Using select window, you will switch to the pop-up window and you will call selenium.close. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll try to code this. I have written everything in debug mode, right? So we will try to code this. Okay, see. First you need to store the main window title. Main window title. So you can close, even you have more than one pop-up window. For suppose. So I will try to code it. So I'm getting the main window title first. Then I will call get all window titles. That will return me all the titles after opening. So if main window title dot equals ignore case current title, that means I told right, exclude the current window title, that means main window title we need to exclude, right?
Yes.
When I explained loops, I told you the functionality of continue. If you use continue, it will skip that iteration and continue with the next iteration. Okay.
Okay.
So if main window title equals ignore case current title, then skip the iteration. Otherwise, else what you supposed to do? Else we should call selenium dot select window. Not we declare the object as right. Selenium dot select window of current title. And then we'll move you to the pop-up window. Then selenium dot close. You should call. Okay. Even you have more than one pop-up window, if you open more than one pop-up window, that means if you have 2-3 pop-up windows, this code will close all windows. Okay. After closing all windows, again what is supposed to do? Select window you should switch back to the main window, right? So that's why I stored the main window title. Okay. Again, I am switching back to the main window. Okay. Then I can do my work. If I want to continue with my work, I can do now. Name equal to Q, some text. I am passing automation. Otherwise, web driver will. Now run this. Now I will run the program line by line. That will give you better understanding. So it opened the pop-up window, right?
Yes.
Now I am getting main window title. So my main window title is how to handle pop-up in Selenium example. Okay. Now I am getting all the titles. So it will return me two titles. How to handle pop-up in Selenium example and HTML. So I am iterating the titles list. Okay. So in my current title, I got my first title. So this is the titles what I have, 1, 2. So in the first iteration, I will get the first title, right? So I got the first title. So that is how to handle pop-up in Selenium example. And my main window title is also the same, how to handle pop-up in Selenium example. So this condition satisfied, right? So continue will be called. That means it will go to the next iteration. It doesn't run this code. So I am iterating again. So now my current title is HTML help, right? So it doesn't satisfy this condition. So selenium.select window I call. So I switch it to the pop-up window. Now I am calling selenium.close. So this will close the pop-up window. Now I am coming out of the loop. So again I need to switch back to the main window, right? So I am passing the title of the main window here. It's calling selenium.select window. I am switching to the main window again, and I am typing some text. So why I am typing means I am able to perform some operation on the main window, right, after switching, to show that I am typing some text. So I typed WebDriver in my search bar. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the code. This is the code you need to remember to handle Windows in Selenium also. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't place it in my blog till now. I didn't write it. This is the first time I am writing code. So I will place it in my blog also. If you have any doubts in future, you can refer to that article. You can come to my blog.
Sure.
It will in tips and tricks. If you type for how to handle pop-up windows in Java, I will place the code there. You can get it from there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have any doubts, right? You understood, right? Everything.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Now we'll continue with execution. So we cover till get title also we covered. Yeah, get value we need to discuss now. So what selenium.getValue will do is, if you give identifier as a text input, it will return you the value in the text box.
Okay.
This is my username, right? In that username, I have the text 9052557770. So if I call getValue, it will return me the same.
Okay.
Okay, for that purpose you can use this. So if you have text boxes or text field, you need to get the value inside that. You can call this API. So in that get value, and you need to pass the locator of the text box or text field. Then it will return you the value of it. Okay. And one more API I missed, Swati. There is one more API named getEval. I will tell you the purpose of it. In this example, you need to understand two things. So without touching, keypad, without touching keyboard and all, we can enter text into fields using JavaScript. I explained in demo class. Even you call selenium.write with ID and some value, you will internally call this only. Okay.
Yes.
So instead of relying on those APIs, you can directly execute some script on top of the browser using selenium.getEval. Okay.
Okay.
If you give some script in selenium.getEval, he will execute that script in browser.
Okay.
Okay, to run some script on the browser, you need to call selenium.getEval. But see,
Okay.
here I call the script document.getElementById.value, right?
Yes.
So this is the script I am calling to enter text into way to SMS. But in my program, if you see here, I am calling my page dot plus get element by ID. I will show you what I have in my page dot variable. So I have this in my page dot variable. That means that I am calling dot. Here I have get element by ID something, right? So that script also I need to copy. Okay, I copied that script too. So this is the script I am calling through Selenium, but in browser I am calling this script. So why is this different? Why are we calling this selenium.browser but .get current window? Okay. So the reason for this is, if you observe, when I was running test cases through Selenium, it's opening two browsers.
Yes.
Okay. If you call document directly, it will execute on the first browser. I will show you. I will explain it better. So let me explain this way. So it opened two windows, right?
Yes.
So this has a document. This has a document. If I call document.getElement by ID, in this it will return some error because in this page you don't have that ID, right? Username ID. It's returning null. Okay.
Okay.
You have that ID in this page. So
Yes.
the problem here is, if you give some script, it will be executed in this browser, not in the next browser, which opens the web SMS, right? In that browser, it doesn't execute the script. Okay.
Okay.
So from this window, if you want to get the window of the actual browser, you need to call this
Okay.
selenium dot get current window dot document will return you the document of the next window.
Okay.
So if I call this script, see what will happen. So it entered the value here. That's why I added selenium.browser but get current window prior to document. So this script is enough, but what this script will do, it will try to fire the script on the first window, but we need to fire the script on the next window, right? So to switch from main window to the next window, which contains the actual website, which contains the actual URL what we have provided, we need to call selenium.browser but get current window. So remember that. Okay. This is the path. This is the API you should use to switch between main window to the exact window which contains the website. So let me remove this value and enter it through Selenium API. So now I am calling Selenium.getEval, right? So see, I call this, it entered the text to me. Okay. That is the purpose of getEval. Using getEval API, you can run any script on top of the browser. Okay, remember that. So in getEval, you need to remember two things. One is getEval will be used to fire some scripts on your browser. Second thing is you should not call document.getSeleniumID directly. You should prepare selenium.browser.get current window prior to that. Then only your action will be performed. Otherwise, it will throw the exception. You don't know the clue about it.
Okay.
Now we will see what is the purpose of go back API. So I have opened a page, HTML tables.
Okay.
Then I am clicking on a link.
Okay.
So from HTML tables, I navigated to HTML images. Okay. So I need to navigate back. In the actual browser, these buttons will be there. Like the previous back buttons will be there, right? Go forward, go back. Okay.
Yes.
To do the same in Selenium, we will use selenium.goback API.
Yes.
So if I call selenium.goback, see what will happen. It again open HTML tables page. Okay. So if you are navigating in your browser and if you want to navigate back, then you can call go back.
Okay.
So there is no need to note down the APIs also, because as I told you earlier, if you go and search for Selenium Java doc,
Okay.
this page will be open. You need to go there and click on index.html. That will open this one for you. Go to default Selenium. Default Selenium. All the API what I am explaining to you are in this class. So if you go to this Java doc, it will clearly tell you which API will do what.
Yes.
So so you got doubt how to execute it. So no, you forgot what getEval will do. Come here and check. GetEval gets the result of evaluating specified JavaScript snippet. So it will return you the result of the JavaScript snippet which is executed on the browser. Okay.
Okay.
You got the doubt mm, what getTable will do. So come here, it gets the text from a cell of a table. Okay.
Okay.
If you click on this, he will clearly explain you with example also what are the parameters you need to provide. So you should pass the ID of the table, then followed by dot, followed by row index, dot, followed by column index. Okay.
Okay.
So no need to remember all these things. Just understand what API will do what, and you can refer that Java. So go back is done. Is alert present we discussed. Is confirm present we discussed. Is prompt present we discussed. Okay.
Yes.
Now we'll see is checked. So these are the check boxes I have. First one is not checked. Second one is checked, right?
Yes.
So first one should return me false. it return me false, and the next one return me true. That means eChecked will return false if the checkbox is unchecked, will return true if the checkbox is checked. So to test whether the checkbox is checked or not, we can use isChecked API. Okay.
Yes.
By looking at the Selenium API are easy to learn because by their naming convention itself, you can easily assess uh, what the API is going to do.
Okay.
I explained is checked, right? Like that is editable means it will check whether the text field or the text box is editable or not.
Okay.
Debug as Jane test. So I will tell you the purpose of the API in real time. See, in this text box I can edit something. Okay, I can change the input what is there in the text box, but in case of this text box it is not editable.
Okay.
Okay, if I click on it, I click the backspace, it returned to the previous page. Since it is readable only, navigated back. So let me open it first manually, then we'll see. Yeah. So if you see here, you have a text box that you can, in this text box you can change your input, but in case of this I am not able to edit it. Okay, if I try backspace now, it will go to the, it will click this button because it is not editable, right? If I click backspace, it will go to the new tab.
Okay.
What I am trying to say is this is not editable. If you put read only attribute, it is not editable. Okay,
Okay.
that is the HTML markup language. So sometimes few input boxes, few text boxes are not editable. If you try to edit a non-editable text box, it will throw you exception.
Okay.
Okay, to what you call, to skip those kind of failures, we can take assistance from isEditable API. So before editing some text or before entering some text in a text box or text field, you need to call this API to check whether it is editable or not.
Okay.
If it is editable, then only you can enter. Then you can skip the failure, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I am calling isEditable API. So first I am checking for this one, input at the rate name equal to my text. Input name equal to my text. So it will go to the first one. So it is editable, right? So it will return me true. Next I am checking this one is editable or not. This is not editable, right? That's why it will return me false.
Okay.
So is editable will tell us whether a text field or text input is editable or not. Now is element present. This is very important. This will tell us whether the element present or not. So I've opened this page. You go here with the ID username, element is there.
Okay.
But this input element ID is password. If you place here is commented input slash password means ID is password. Here input slash username is ID is username. Okay.
Okay.
But what I am trying here is I am trying to call isElement present API with correct ID first. So ID equal username. So the element is there, right? So it will return me true.
Okay.
For the second one, I need to give the ID as password because a field is there with the ID password, but I am giving the ID as pass. So there is no element, right? So it return me false. So each element present will be used to check whether element is present or not. The purpose of this API in real-time environment is you are logging into Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
In case of invalid credentials, definitely you will get some prompt, right? Like invalid credentials, like that one error message will come, right?
Yes.
So that error message will present only in case of failure. So if you are writing a test case, you can assert it like that, right? Assert each element present error div.
Okay.
So it will check whether that error div is there or not. So in case of successful login, the element should not present. If that element present means the test case is failed. That means some implementation got modified. Then you can log the bug. Okay.
Okay.
So in such cases, we will use is element present, where it will return whether the element is present or not. If element present, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. Like that, is text present also. It will check whether the text is there in that or not. Let me run it. So it will check whether the text is there or not. Let me run it again by removing space, because you have new user but there is no space in between R and question mark, right?
Yes.
So new user is there. So it return me true. That means it will check whether the given text is present in the page or not. Okay.
Okay.
So what you can do? So you are trying a test case for you are writing a test case for Facebook login.
Okay.
In case of successful login, so This news feed text will be there, right?
Yes.
This newsfeed text will be there, messages text will be there, event text will be there, edit profile text will be there. So you can write test cases based on any one of the text in your page.
Okay.
So you can use this API also. So now I am giving some wrong credentials. Let me see what will happen. So this is failed. So you can check for this text. Please re-enter your password. Or this password, the password you entered is incorrect. So you can call is text present API by providing that text. So it will tell me whether the login is failed or not. Okay. These APIs will
Okay.
be used for assertion purpose. Is element present, is text present, anything. Based on your need, you can use any one of these APIs. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we'll see what is the purpose of this. Is visible. So this API will return me whether the element is visible or not. Here ID equals username, right?
Yes.
So this is visible to me. That's why it returned me true. ID equal to gval I have given, right? That element is not visible. So when visibility, I will tell you the difference between is element present and is visible. Okay. So the
Okay.
difference is you are viewing till this point, right? You are viewing till here is the Kangana Ranaut interview. That till that point only you are viewing it. Okay.
Okay.
This get one is there, right?
Yes.
These are the elements which are present on the page.
Okay.
If you call is element present API on these elements, it will return true because those present in the tree, right? Those present in the page, right?
Yes.
But if you call is visible, it will return false because you are not viewing it right now.
Yes.
So that is the difference between is visible and is element present. If you call is element present, it will just check whether that element present in that page or not. But is visible will check whether the element is visible or not. Okay,
Okay.
that is the difference. So sometimes what will happen, we will try to click on the elements which are not visible, then it will fail. In such cases,
Yes.
before clicking on the element, you should check whether the element is visible or not. Okay.
Okay.
If you are building framework, if you are writing test cases, no need to follow all these best practices. But if you are building some framework, before clicking a button, you should call all these APIs. You should call first is enabled API. First you should check whether the button is enabled or not. Then you should check whether it is visible or not. If both satisfied, if both conditions are satisfied, then you need to call click API. Okay?
Okay.
First you should analyze all chances of failures. You should add conditions for it. Then only you should continue with the rest of your code.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we discuss is visible. Now refresh. Uh, there is nothing to explain. Refresh means browser refresh it will do. You click on refresh button, right? Like that, it will do refresh of the page through Selenium. So it loaded the page. So the page is loaded now. If I call refresh, it will reload it.
Okay.
I called F6. If you see the page, it's reloading again, right? It's refreshing the page. Simple. So in your test cases, if you want to refresh your website, then you can do that.
Okay.
Sometimes if you don't refresh, no, few things won't be updated. To handle those cases, we will use this API. Next API is remove all selection. Let me select few things first. So I selected these three, right? If I call remove all selections, it will remove the selections what I have done. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to unselect the things what you have selected through Selenium, you can call remove all selections API. Okay.
Okay.
So by looking at the name itself, it will give you idea what that API is going to do. So remove selection. So that means to this API you need to provide which option you need to remove.
Okay.
So I selected sub, right?
Yes.
If I call remove selection, it will remove that selection. In case of remove all selection, it doesn't ask you to provide the options because it is removing all the selections you have done, right?
Yes.
Thus it is not asking anything. It's just asking the select box identifier. But in case of remove selection, it will remove the particular option what you have provided. That's why it's asking two. One is identifier to choose the select box, and second one is the option what you want to deselect. Okay. Now we'll see what select will do. So now I have this one. I didn't select anything.
Okay.
If I call select, it will select one thing for me. So I have given the option name as sub, right? So it selected sub option for me. Okay.
Okay.
So most of the API in Selenium, if you look at it, you can get what the API is going to do. So if your task is to select something, just search with that word select. If you want to clear something, just search with that word clear in the Java doc. You will get the similar API in Java docs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Selenium.type no need to explain because we did many Selenium.types till now. Okay.
Yes.
So unchecked. So I am asking it to uncheck name equal to option 2.
Yes.
So this option 2 is checked, right? I am asking
Yes.
it to uncheck.
Okay.
So it's unchecking it for me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. These APIs are enough for this class. So we covered till uncheck, right? So remaining control key down, shift key down, I explain to you in the next class. It doesn't take
Okay.
much time for us. And there are many other API also, but these are the most frequently used APIs. That's why I covered. Because if I try to cover all the APIs we have in Selenium RC, it will take at least 10 days for us.
Okay.
So no need to cover. So remaining all API based on your requirement you can explore. Okay.
Yes.
But to learn this API, you need to do one thing. I mail you, I guess, some tasks.
Some what is
I mail you few tasks, Swati, to automate. Let me check once. So regarding exercises, I mail you this. Okay.
okay?
So can you do this exercise for me? Login for Gmail scenario. No, no, not login. What I mean to say is, uh, let me open it. Gmail sign in. Create an account. Yeah. So
Okay.
open this URL, sign up URL. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Write a program in Selenium. Okay. To fill all the
Okay.
fields. Code it, no problem. Like in first name, you will enter your surname. In the last name, no. In first name, you will enter Swati. In last name, you will enter your surname. Give some dummy username, dummy password. Okay. So we
Okay.
have discussed about select boxes, right?
Yes.
So using that select boxes, try to select one thing here, enter some day, enter some year. So use the select box, select option to select one thing from the select box. Okay. Use check
Okay.
API to check this. Okay. So we learned all these APIs.
Okay.
So try to fill this form and try to click the next step.
Okay.
Okay, that is the exercise for you. Try to do that. It doesn't take much time. You can finish it within half an hour. If you face any issues, no, you can discuss with me and you can explore. If you face issues, then only you can learn. If you just listen the class, then at that time you can understand, but you will definitely forget. Okay.
Okay.
Try to do this exercise for me. Okay.
Yes.
In the next class, even it's not possible to finish it in next class. Try to do it in the next class. Okay.
Okay.
But if you finish the exercise only, I will continue with WebDriver. Without finishing this exercise, we don't continue our class. Okay? We will try to finish this and then we will continue with WebDriver. Okay?
Yeah, నేను యాక్చువల్గా మీకు అసైన్మెంట్స్ అవి వీకెండ్ లో చేస్తాను. నాకు వీకెండ్ చాలా బిజీగా ఉంది ఇంటర్వ్యూ తోటి.
Okay, okay.
నాకు అవి నేర్చుకుంటే మర్చిపోతాను నాకు అంతా
ఓకే స్వాతి. ఓకే అయితే అట్లీస్ట్ ట్రై చేయండి. ఏమన్నా వీలైతే, ఎందుకంటే ఎక్కువ టైం ట్రై చేయొద్దు. జస్ట్ నేను చెప్పినా కదా, ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్, 15 to half an hour ట్రై చేయండి. ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ కంప్లీట్ దట్, జస్ట్ లీవ్ ఇట్.
ఓకే.
But at least have a try. Okay, na?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's okay for me. That's it for today.